I'm just gonna blow this fucker up. Whoa, say.
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
Perhaps I should get a bit further ahead or try and sneak up on it.
CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport.
For a tank, it sure can move. Just holding position there. Got you. See you later.
Just one target left.
Where is it? Is that it? I think it's a helicopter. It is a helicopter. Oh, they've got down. Did I get it? I think I got it. Got you.
Nice work. All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Yeah. I could have planned that out a bit better.
Mission complete, and how?
Yes, nice. Oh, I got a cassette tape. Two cassette tapes. Obtain emblem.
Boss, as we suspected, the mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli. It's hard to believe, but apparently he'd been plotting an armed uprising against us. He could be hiding something else too. Ocelot's gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as you can.
Radio. More story. Cutscenes.
Where is it?
I told you. Your father's not here.
They're back.
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. Your quarters are under full surveillance. Weapons privileges have been suspended. No more uprisings for you. Did you really think it would be that easy, Commander? You'll get your boys back. Hell, even see the boss too.
But first, I need to know what you sent them to do.
They wanted to leave.
To their homelands.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick then.
Not quite. Militia warlords, PFs, the armies that murdered their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone they wanted to kill. I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance.
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
No!
Not like you! Goodbye, Father. I don't need you anymore.
That's my Metal Gear. And that's my chopper. Psycho Mantis is taking that out, I guess.
Was Ralph really an accident? Or did Eli just rig it to stir up the boys? Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along. Bidding farewell to the world.
Let's have a listen to them. Oh, cool. Solid, liquid, psycho, solidus, screaming, praying. Obtain new emblems. Praying mantis emblem. Awesome. Changing my logo again. Give these tapes a listen to.
We're looking for the kids in Sahelanthropus, but there's still no sign of them. We don't know if the chopper pilot is alive either. What have we gone and put in the hands of those kids? We don't know how bad this is until we find them. Also, regarding our concerns about Eli, I finished looking into whether or not he's a product of that project. I have an answer. I put it on tape. Give it a listen.
I am. I will.
Boss, we've got the results of Eli's...
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers.
Would you be quiet? I'm trying to listen to the goddamn tape.
DNA sequences.
After you
Neither is
play that.
mainstream science yet,
Fucking
but the
ass.
concepts and procedures are sound. Both
Where's all what's
tests say
playing?
there is 0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives. Neither we use
Boss, we've got the results of Eli's genetic tests. We can
Thank
finally
you.
put this worry behind us.
We used the PCR technique and conducted DNA fingerprinting of the copied DNA sequences. Neither is mainstream science yet, but the concepts and procedures are sound. Both tests say there is 0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives, meaning the results are negative. He's not your son, nor is he
He's
your
a clone.
He's just another person.
He
It was
is a
12 years
clone,
ago
not
that
a
Zero
perfect
made plans
clone.
to clone you. Eli's
You have
age and
the same
appearance certainly
genes
are
and
a good
whatnot,
fit.
but
I admit the first time I saw him, I did a double take.
he is.
But it looks like we were worried for nothing. Eli isn't your clone.
He is.
But you might still have one
Not a
somewhere.
perfect clone,
But if Eli isn't the boss's clone, why does he seem so obsessed with him?
because
Not
he
to mention
is.
having one hell of an attitude for his age.
I don't know. Learning the truth about himself, cursing the fact he's a clone, bearing a grudge against selfish adults, and coming to hate who he was cloned from. Big boss. If that were really the case, I could understand it. I might even feel a bit sorry for him. But no clone could have a totally different DNA fingerprint. And the test left no room for error.
Because he's not a
You
perfect
yourself were
clone.
there when we drew Eli's blood sample.
Come to think of it, when we went to OKB-0, he'd snuck onto a chopper and was there.
Yeah.
He was acting strange even then. Or actually from a little before that time.
That was exactly when we began these tests.
Maybe he suspected something when we drew the sample, not knowing what we were doing to him, and becoming mistrustful of us.
Hard to say. Eli's had an attitude problem from day one.
So what is he then?
Well, if he's gonna tell us that himself, we'll need to get him to open up more first.
Next tapes. Skullface.
Skullface, real name unknown. Born in Hungary, more specifically northern Transylvania, after it reverted to Hungary from Romania. While he was young, the country allied with Germany as part of the Axis powers, but later during the war, it came under Soviet occupation. The Hungarians struggled for independence, but the Soviets came down. Hard. Just like he said, time and again the country was ruled by a foreign tongue. When he was a young boy, he lost his native language, the bedrock for any developing child. His country, his family, his face, his identity, everything was stolen from him. All he had left was his skull. Skullface first tried his hand at espionage during all the chaos from the war. Agents, military officials, and soldiers who operated out of Hungary during the war vanished over the course of several months. This Soviet spy hunt rocked the counter-intel world. Mysterious fatal illnesses, accidental deaths, drownings, people having strokes behind closed doors. Just like Stalin, no one knew who was behind it. But all you need to do was look for who had the motive. They were all taken out by a man without a face. And now we've got an idea of how he did it too. He got revenge for his people, but he wasn't finished. Skullface defected to the West, eventually ended up with the SAS. That's where he met Zero. It's possible he began planning this whole thing back then. It's hard to say. In any case, Zero made him his XO. He always did have a thing for oddballs. But this one was set to lead a unit no one else would know about. When Zero created Fox, he also formed XOF as a support team. An unconventional special forces unit designed to support Fox, make it stronger, with Skullface given the orders. Zero never even told the boss about it, nor the CIA, naturally. If Fox was Zero's silver bullet, XOF was the recoil when he pulled the trigger. Just like Newton's third law. While you were with Fox, Skullface was operating behind the scenes. Sometimes as your backup, sometimes as a mole or a scout, sometimes as your cleanup crew. Fox's tail, making sure the mission succeeded and that you survived.
Oh, the AI's still in.
We only have his word to go on, but Skullface's goal was revenge against those who'd use language to subjugate people. Those corrupting a people's identity by forcing a new tongue on them. Those using the power of language to control information. Naturally, that set his sights on Zero. To Zero, English was simply the most convenient code. But to Skullface, English was a